We're back.
Hello.
What a couple of weeks it's been.
Oh, yes.
Indeed.
But that's neither here nor in the present. We are here to play an adventure. And what an adventure you find yourselves in this session, huh, everybody? Well, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting session to figure out how you guys are gonna do, hopefully, escape. Shall see. I am excited.
I said, do you want to just hop right in, or we want to go full around the horn? Because I know it's going to be chaotic.
Let's do a quick around the horn. Let's start with Caitlin. Go.
Hello, Caitlin C37. You can find me on Blue Sky at Caitlin C37. Technically Twitter too, but screw that site. But you can find me places at Caitlin C37. The commissions are open. You can find me there. Onward.
Let's go down the line. DeLuna.
I'll be I'm in Zone 13 everywhere you'd think to look for me. Except again, the Twitter, because I'm gonna take this opportunity and I'll say it again tonight. If you're going to leave Twitter, do not delete your account, because bots are being programmed to take over old or fallen usernames and say things. So just log out and privatize.
All right, Draco.
Hello, you can find me in all of the places as Draco Magnus. Sometimes there's an underscore in there. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. Mondays, Persona 5 Royal. Tuesdays, when we're not over here, we do party games. Wednesdays, you can catch me and a bunch of other people for Barovian Odyssey, a Curse of Straw D&D campaign. Thursdays, I play Baldur's Gate with Chaco and Hoshi. Fridays, I play Breath of the Wild with my girlfriend yelling at me. And last, certainly not least, on Saturday, I play Fear and Hunger. Who's next?
Hoshi, since I always have to go last.
Hi, I'm Roy Poetry. You can also find me on my channel on Tuesday when I play Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. And you can find me on Draco's channel on Wednesdays and Thursday for either Curse of Straw on Wednesday and Baldur's Gate on Thursday. Bella.
Hello, I am your illustrious DM, Ninja. You can't find me here with these goons, or fellow nerds, I should say. You can find me over on Blue Sky and Twitch at Ninja. Don't worry about the branded site. I don't really deal with that anymore. You can also find me opposite of the session over at twitch.tv/Jake, where we go through Adosian Anthologies, Legacy of the Deal Breakers. And aside from that, not much else on my end. Chaco, go.
Hello, I'm Choco Zombie 101. You can find me on the social medias as Choco Zombie 101. I stream on Twitch. I'm here on Tuesdays. Also on Tuesdays, I do Power Rangers. Twitch.tv/TwitchPerson. Wednesdays, Draco's channel. I am on the Curse of Strahd campaign. Thursdays, I stream Baldur's Gate 3 on Twitch.
All right, and you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on all social media platforms at BurnoutVaughn, and on Patreon at Burnout's Bar. This week we still have 2 more streams. On Saturday we should have Saved by the Spell, where things are interesting. We're going into the black market, which is also its own economy, so that's going to be interesting. And on Sunday we will be having for the first time in over 2 years, another one-shot on this channel as the Those Who Wander crew, which will be down a few people. It'll be me, Citric, Skeleton Alpha, and of course our great DM Saris, as we go through a adventure we have no information about, so that'll be fun. Yeah, but with that, Milla, why don't you take us away?
Indeed, I think we should. Welcome everybody to tonight's session of Phase of Our Lives, the Beyond the Witchlight campaign. When last we left our beloved guests, the Witchlight Brigade, of Vesca, Rudy, Duff, Predicate, Sola, and Sadara. The meeting between them and Gabitha Nightshade was interrupted by a cacophony of screaming scarecrows from the garden. As she left to investigate the goings-on, leaving our guests unattended, they sought to enact their part of the plan in order to rescue the children that were trapped in Gabitha's care. They first snuck away into the door beyond their foyer, which opened up into a rather decent-sized kitchen. Finding 3 children and a trio of boggles that were accosting them, they freed the children from their predicament and continued on further into the tree of Loomlurch in order to find more children. As they made their way into the next room, they were greeted by a small garrison of tin soldiers who were probably defeated as a result of erupting Earth. But by this point, the alarm had begun to be raised as they continued their way further down, encountering more tin soldiers and eventually making their way towards the kitchen, where they encountered one child who was chained up to a kitchen counter, as well as an elderly dwarf being held in a cell on the floor. And as more tin soldiers began to investigate the sounds that were erupting from the center of Loomlurch, all sides began to close in on them. On one side, a contingent of skeletons and a shambling mound are closing in to try to make their way towards the inside. And on the other, as they tried to make their way outside, Sadara was accosted by a rather large group of redcaps, although after much effort, most of them were rather slain.
Yeah.
And as Gabitha makes her way into view, seeing the cause of the ruckus that is now inside of Loomlurch, how will our party continue their encounter with the dastardly hag? And will they be able to escape with the children in tow, as well as with Will the Feywild? As Sad falls through the hourglass, let us continue to answer these questions as we continue tonight's episode of Phase of Our Lives.
I should point out, our last session I named We Need to Leave. On Twitch right now, our episode title is We Still Need to Leave.
I saw that and I absolutely love it.
It's accurate.
Well, technically, I can get out this way is clear and get the fuck moving.
Let's see, I have to make sure I have great music on for this because, yeah, things have kicked up a notch. Is it? There we go. As we pick up where we had last left off, as Gabitha Nightshade has walked into view,
You might want
just
to put us on
around
the
the
map.
corner of the lunchroom. Yes, well, time to mark another point of Milla not bringing you guys on the proper part of the map. To Loomlurch!
You fine.
So, as we pick up slightly from where we last left off, as Gabitha makes her way around the corner as she peers into Loomlurch, seeing Dumph at first. You have caused quite a ruckus in here, and look at all of my soldiers! You'll make a fine replacement for the mulch in my garden! And on that note, it is now the skeleton's turn. The one skeleton that is still left, or is it two? I need to zoom in. So much text.
I think it's 3, actually.
3
Also,
skeletons.
I realized my mic was muted. Dov shouted, self-defense.
Alright, so one skeleton's going to make his way into the room. With a short sword drawn, he's going to saunter up to you, Dub. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 12 by 30.
I'm in danger.
This one is going to dash his way in with his short sword drawn. As you hear another cacophony of rattling bones and...
Oh no, there's more than I thought.
Alright, so one skeleton is able to make his way into range, and he's going to attack you with a short sword. And misses. Next up is the Shambling Mound's turn. As you hear the crackle of broken tree branches, creaking dead vines, and the scorch of various other beating up matter as it shambles its way towards the door. And now we pick up... Oh, wait, the red caps are dead.
Yeah,
Never
Mo,
mind.
if you could do me a favor and just set this up, try to make it easier so everyone knows where the difficult terrain is.
Oh, right. 20
You just-
foot square, right?
It'd be a little bit more precise, but this is the best I can do of making a square tool. So basically, from top of red caps down.
Alright, so... Oop. Do that.
You could use the rectangle tool.
Well, that's what I'm doing, but I'm not sure if it's being seen. But I wasn't really trying for that room. I'm talking about for outside, because we're all trying to escape through one certain way.
I
Alright.
got it. I can.
Uh,
There we go. I
odd
put a
because I
square
could-
down.
It's odd because I could have seen where that's... Oh, wait, that was you, Vaughn. That's right. But yeah, that's the square where the, was that the entangling mines that were out there?
Erupting Earth.
Or more erupting earth. Okay, right.
Because we didn't do the erupting earth in that room. I think we did in the other room back, which you are putting down right now.
Oh, right. Oh, easy enough.
You're fine. You're
All
fine.
those-
Mhm.
There's a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dop, it's your turn.
In our defense gap, though, we were going to see what was going on with you to maybe help. And, you know, we just got attacked by soldiers. It was self-defense, really, I assure you. Can I roll something to try and bullshit my way out of this?
Deception with disadvantage.
That's fair. I do have a +8. Let's see how that goes. 14?
Let's see. Scabatha, my dear, what is your insight? She starts to squint at... Well, considering your line of sight from where she's at, she can't necessarily see you right now, but you can hear the doubt in her voice as she begins to mutter to herself out loud. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they attack her? Alright, what else do you want to do there, Dub?
I guess he'll ask, could I just scooch a little out of the way, or the skeleton's going to attack me the second I move?
Well, you see the skeletons still have their short swords drawn.
Alright, time for more self-defense then. You've been thunderstruck! I'll do level 1 this time, on the skeletons in front of me.
Okay, con save. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's another fail. They all shatter into dust. I think
Excellent.
two of them at least do.
It's the ones nearby me, right?
Let's see. One. This one is still standing. Although
Damn
it
it.
actually did take a hit.
Right, well, better than both of them being up, I suppose. And I'm just gonna try and get away and make an opportunity attack from the one skeleton who lived.
Alright. Alright, so swing. That's a 14 hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a very good armor class.
7 points of piercing damage.
Ah, that hurt. So that was 10, 15. Just so everyone's clear, Scabatha's coming. Thought I'd give you all a heads up. Also, horrifying mound of vegetation. And there's 3 skeletons left back there. Anyway.
And a chapels.
20, 25, 30.
Also, I think you left a child.
The child? I assumed they were going to run. I was surrounded by skeletons. I thought they had sense of self-preservation.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Also, I'm not the strongest. I would not have been able to pick the child up, probably, with my 10 in strength.
Yep, I'm just adding a turn.
And I don't really have a bonus action I could be doing at this time.
That's. You also have to roll for your new dwarven friend. Not bad, not bad.
And that would be it for my turn.
Okay, next up is Skyla. She's going to bound. Step 2. Actually, she's going to move. Try to get around the water over here.
Oh, I just remembered something. My witch's curse, I get temporary hit points for every time I down an enemy. I forgot to do that, so I should put my temp HP in points in.
Oh yeah,
So that's
definitely
one.
would helpful. We go with the skeletons you took out.
Yeah, so that'll be plus 10 temporary hit points.
Okay, so that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. As Skylar makes her way around, Veska, it's back to the top of the turn order with you.
Alright, everyone, I believe it's time to leave. Please exit the door in an orderly fashion and do not mind the unfortunate landscaping outside. And to cover our butts, right here. I mentioned it. Spike growth. So this entire room just gets flooded with spiky terrain.
Okay. Alright, so it's good to know the entirety of that floor is all coated in spike. Anything else for your turn then?
Let's see. Do. I'll get right there.
Alright.
And that's turn.
Sidara.
Enough movement to get out of the erupting earth. I will move here. And I would would like to do a perception check to make sure there's nothing else around out here.
Okay, sure. Perception check.
13.
You do see there are several red cap mushrooms that are splayed about around in this ring of the garden.
Okay. I will end my turn.
All right. Make sure I
And
get
that will be
that
my
right.
range.
Okay, Rudy.
So the lock has been picked, correct? I'm trying to remember the last time.
Yeah, you were able to successfully pick the lock of the trap door that the dwarf was in.
So these three are the problems right here. Guy right in front of me too. That's enemy.
No, that's another child.
The drow are children.
Okay.
Yeah, those are all kids. Unless you want to say fuck them kids, but I don't think we have the time for that.
No, he's just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My bonus action dash. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He is basically trying to stay as close to the tree line as possible because this is my line of thinking for Rhodey right now. He's like, I need to get out of here. I was told me to get out of here. I'm pretty sure, though, she's not going to want to set her own house on fire. If I stay by the tree, I'm fine. But I'm going to hold an action if someone attacks either Predicats, Syndra, or Scylla, or Charlie's character. Sorry, I blank on the name, but I'm gonna hold. If anyone attacks them, they're getting smited.
Okay.
So they're getting
All right.
blasted. I have to say.
All right, predicates.
Praedycots is still on all fours, if I remember right. Literally just reaches behind himself, pulls out the weird staff he got. Not staff, like rod he got and covered in thorns. Puts it between his teeth and just bites down. And I'm going to use my action to use my Rod of the Pact Keeper to regain a spell slot. And he is just going to move over here and be staring up at this door on all fours with both his pipe and the rod in his mouth. And that's it for him.
All right. Next up is the children. This child here, the one that was previously chained to the desk, is going to move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to dash and make her way behind you, Predicats, running along the shoreline. Chucklehead is going to look around and say, wait for me! And he's going to dash and make his way in order to keep in step with her. Next up is the drow boy, who's going to move. He's going to dash his way out. Oh god, now I have to make sure if I differentiate which child. Okay. Alright, so that was Mishka that moved. That it's... Who else was it? Ah, yes, the human girl, who's this one over here, is going to dash. Everyone that is currently in the room, you see the halfling girl just begin to cry like crazy as she's going to make her way outside. She's actually going to stop as she makes her way over next to you, Brita Cats.
Predicat's just feral growling at her.
Make an intimidation check.
I didn't want to, but okay. Yeah, it's a 21.
She whimpers as she sees you, Starling. And that's it for them. Sola, it's now your turn.
Oh, but now I feel bad.
You and me both.
Yeah. Can we come back for Oinky?
Completely forgot about that dopey little pig. Is there anything I could do for that?
The thing is, Oinky's on the opposite side of the tree with Scabatha, so...
The temptation to cause problems on purpose.
That's what I'm trying to avoid doing.
Yeah, I know. But I'm me. Oh, we can figure that out later. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this for the first heckin' time ever with this character. I'm gonna use my performance of creation. And I would like to, I just like to make like a nice medium-sized freaking rock boulder right smack dab in the middle of this door.
Okay.
I could kiss you.
Tell you what, there's no boulder nearby, but there is this kitchen countertop that's right next to you. You can also animate that if you so wish.
It's not animation, it's creation.
Oh.
I am making a thingamabob right out of thin air.
Oh, okay. So you're just making a rock right in front of the door.
I'm making a rock. Is just a nice human-sized boulder that's just gonna make it a pain in the britches to get past.
Alright. So you just have just a human-shaped rock that is currently perched right in front of this door, just flex posing like Armstrong, just blocking the door.
Yep. It's a thwomp.
Alright, what else do you want to do for your turn?
I suppose I should move, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Hold on. These squares are messing me up. Ruler, there you are. Yeah, that'll do.
Alright. Next up is our dwarven friend. Hang on a wee minute. Where's my blanket longsword? Oh, give me a minute. As he's going to begin to make an investigation check real quick to see if he can find his longsword. Oh, where is it? Where is it? He makes his way over to this countertop before realizing there's a closet over by the door. He throws open the door, dump, and you just see him ruffle around. Ah, there you are, old faithful. And you see him attempt to reach out to grab a longsword and a shield, which are currently in that closet.
Ah. I'm glad you found them. We should leave.
I think we will. Let me don my damn thing first. As he goes to begin to strap his shield onto his forearm. Alright. Next up is Scabatha. Let's see. And 15. Ooh, first you make another mess, and then you make a mess on top of that! You hear her just cry out. And looking down at the... What you guys don't see is that she's looking down onto the floor. She waves her hands around her. As, now you see, as she begins to make his way through the side part of the door, you see her walking along the wall. As it appears like she is able to walk like a spider, climbing on the walls.
Oh.
That would be neat if it wasn't horrifying.
This guy's impressed.
And you just hear her as she just makes her way over. She winds up in front of the door, which is currently blocked by the Manrock. And now you have this blasted thing in here!
You'd appreciate the statue. Looks very nice. So it did good work.
Sidara. Sidara. You notice that right next to you, you hear Scabatha just shriek in anger. There's a stirring notion coming from the red cap mushroom that's right next to you as you look down in horror. As you see erupting from that mushroom, you see it turn into a cat, and then a head, as the red cat begins to emerge itself out of the ground.
Sindara looks at it and says, "Oh, more food for my owlbear."
Alright. As Scabatha just begins to shriek out and she says, "Get around, little merchant, after them, you don'ts!" And, let's see, that's, and for the skeletons. Ooh, what are the skeletons do? What can they do? They obviously can't make their way through there. You see them begin to... Oh, that's right, they are inside. Well,
Yep.
looks like they're gonna have to start taking some damage as they begin to walk outside.
Two D4
So
every
that
5
one
feet.
takes... Yep. So that's 10. So that's for 10 feet. And then that's for 20. That's from that one. The one that is in here.
That one's
Is
dead.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Takes
you
3.
moved one that was dead.
Oh, there's a... Oh, I thought I had another one that was 6.
It's right next to him.
Is this one?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 2 of them were dead, so... Alright, so
Chalky,
that
you need to
was
start rolling damage.
25, 30. I already rolled for him.
Oh?
That one
Okay.
is still alive.
Still alive.
Somehow.
What you don't see is the shabbily mound begin to slam down, and it's all various amorphous forms as it begins to barrel across. But what you do see is the red cap looking up at you, Sindara. It draws its sickle, and it's gonna make 3 sickle attacks against you.
Oh no, not raging.
Let's see, one's a miss. Oh, what's... Yep. What are your skills again? Crap. I had to hold on for that. My apologies, everyone. There we go. So that's a 16 and a 21 to hit on the other two hits.
They both hit.
Okay, so that is 11 slashing on the first, and then another 7 on the second.
Okay.
And that's it for the Red Cap's turn. Dop, it's now your turn.
Hold on, real quick. You said the attack thunder, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. That would trigger your attack. That would trigger your held action there, Rudy.
So they're gonna get blasted. A 13?
13 misses,
Dang it.
You got 2
I
shots.
believe.
You're right, I do. Thank you for pointing that out, because that makes it even funnier. Oh my god.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Ah, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the insult to injury roll, as I call it. Fucking 1 and a fucking 20.
The duality of man.
Mm,
Heaven or hell. And apparently it fell to hell.
Let's see.
Unfortunate.
What is the reaction to that blast? I wanted to know this now.
As the second Roadrunner begins to wind its way around, spinning its wheel-like feet, it just banks off of the one root that's over here, and you just see it disappear in a puff of smoke.
Get it right!
I was about to say, do what Sindara said. She was going to give him the most deadliest death glare.
Okay, so now it's back to your turn then, Dom.
I'm just gonna get on his broomstick and fly the fuck out of here. See, that's 20 feet to get to there. Let's see. I guess he'll fly 10 feet up. That'd be 30 feet of movement.
Don't forget your Durman.
Of course, I was just gonna grab him next. And since I'm flying, I don't have to worry about the erupted earth. That'd be 40 feet. That'd be his full 50 on the broom. And then he looks down and sees the red cap. Oh, gods, why did it have to be a red cap? I'm in the air, he can't hit me. I'm in the air, he can't hit me. But I could hit him. Let's see, what's the range on this? No, he's out of range for that spell. What about... He is in range for that. A little candle is going to pop out of the teapot. A black one. And he's going to chant... Ed effecto. and cast upon that red cap a cursed act. This witch spell makes it so he needs to make a, let's see, wisdom saving throw, or he gets cursed. If the curse takes, every time he takes an attack or cast spell action, he will take psychic damage equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Ooh. Yeah, he failed.
Alright. So, whenever it becomes the red cap's turn again, and he does any sort of offensive action, he will take... actually, I could cast this at a higher level if I want. No, I'll cast it at base level. So that will be 1d8 plus my spellcasting mod when he attacks.
Okay.
And I think that'll be it for my turn.
Alright. Next up is Skyla. Oh boy, she coming. Let's see, so I 10, 15, 20, 25. She's just gonna dash and make her way over towards you, Sandara, to help. And with that, it is back to the top of the round to Veska.
Alright. I'm gonna get right here. Make sure I'm in range for all of this. I should be. Yep, just barely. Veska's going to look out to Sandara. Don't worry, help is on the way. Heal for 8, Sandara.
Yay.
And then she'll stare down the red cap. And once again, he's gonna hear the Undertaker gong.
Alright. Toll the dead.
Has he taken damage yet?
He has not.
Alright, so this is just gonna be 2d8. That's still 13 necrotic damage if he fails.
He does. So he does.
And that's turn.
Alright. Alright. Sandara.
Sandara looks down at this red cap and says, "You know, that hurt when you hit me. Let me show you what it feels like." As she pulls out a black sucker and bites onto it, as she goes into a frenzy rage.
Oh boy.
Do you want to know what death tastes like?
Apparently black cherry.
Apparently
Or-
licorice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or licorice.
I would tell you what those her sucker said. Basically, the sucker said she used to go to rage or. Nah, keep that a secret just yet. And she's going to swing down onto him. And let's make it a reckless attack.
Gotcha.
13.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Second one. 18
That does hit.
for 13 bludgeoning damage.
As you smack this red cap across the face, you just see a flurry of blood and hair and teeth fly as you just smash its mouth in. He does not like that, but he's still standing.
She grins and looks him in the face. Her eye starts to go and her teeth starts to get a little bit longer. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Rudy.
Because I don't want to deal with anything, I'm gonna do a witch bolt on this guy.
Alright, you'll need to move within 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 50.
1,
Yeah, that should.
2,
That's actually
3,
right.
4, 5.
Oh, that's difficult terrain from erupting Earth.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see him right from right here, right? Or because since the roots is barely out of the ground.
Let's see. Yeah, you can see him from there. You have line of sight.
I'm like, being a small creature means I can actually, in canon, I can actually go between these roots. So, Witch Bolt. 20.
That will hit.
That's at level 1. 9 lightning damage.
He begins to writhe as he is being struck by the witch bolt. Alright, anything else for your turn, Rudy?
No, I think that's it for now. Because I don't think I can kind of do a cantrip after I do an actual spell like that, right?
Yeah, since it was an action to cast that, so no.
If it's a bonus action cantrip.
There are very few bonus action cantrips.
Yep,
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Predicates!
Well, quick before I... You're doing great, Sandra! Finish him off! I believe in you!
Predicates gets down at the bottom of the stairs for here. Posts up, and I'm going to hold my action to use my Pact of the Pipe ability until everyone is out of both the tree and immediate range.
Gotcha. Alright.
Run, children.
Alright. Mishka and Chucklehead will run. Sorry, I moved your target for a second, Vesca. Yes, Niall's going to run over to there. Sun is gonna be over here. Meanwhile, the halfling is gonna... She hesitates for a moment. But looking back at you, at this point, she's more scared of you than she is about the fact that Oinky is back there, so she's going to...
Okay, I have
run behind
traumatized a child, but it means they will live. I'm happy.
Yep.
Some sacrifices must be made.
Alright. Sola.
Alright. I'm at least... Okay. I'm making my way through these roots. And to the thing. Help. Oh my gosh, what is it?
Red cap.
Yes, thank you, Lord. Vicious Mockery. It needs to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
He in fact
Ser-
fails.
You're just not worth it. Can you just die?
Damn. Brutal.
Yeah.
Damn, anything else for your turn then, Sola?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do right now.
Alright. Next up is the dwarf. Alright, I got ya. I'm coming. Last one up the door. Lock it. As he's going to make his way past you, Predicates.
Please tell me he dashes.
He makes his way outside the door. He's going to look up. He's going to look up at you.
It's down. I'm on his level. He's on all fours.
Oh, he looks at you. Whatever you're gonna do, do it! I'll be the one that's at the tail end. I'll be the vanguard.
You'll just hear a snarl as in, do not run.
If you insist. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 as he's going to sprint and make his way behind the children.
Oh well, that now triggers my held action. I use my Pact of the Pipe ability to cast Fog Cloud centered on myself, so I need a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, his ability that he can see in his own fog clouds is important, but also he doesn't want them to, run into the difficult terrain or run into enemies, so this is the best he can do to keep our, pursuit minimized.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15,
Perf, you're good.
20. And I'll just go grab that, drop that right on top.
Oh, I already made it because Chaka was making the thing, and I already had the circle already selected. Sorry.
Thank you. Alright, so. What in blazes? As he looks back to where he dropped the fog cloud.
That's it for my held action, so, whoever's on next.
Alright. Next up is Scabatha. She's going to... What you don't see is that she tries to... Can she do anything about this? Rocket away? I wonder.
Listen, she's a hag, so that just means she's a grandmother. She has tons of, like, superfluous rocks she can't move.
True. If only she had a grandchild, but alas, she does not.
Hell, I am someone who inherited my grandparents' house. I have a rock that I can't move that's just lodged in my front lawn. Like, I need landscapers to remove it.
Oh my god.
There's probably a snake living under that rock.
Not here. We don't have burrowing snakes. We just have grass snakes. But we have every breed of them, because I got to find that out about Missouri. We are literally the most snake-infested state in actually all of the U.S. It's just that we don't have the scary ones.
Kansas snake better.
Well, what you guys don't see is that in the gaps of where this giant rock, or where this human-shaped rock was standing blocking the door, you see Scabatha begin to shrink in size. Almost to about the size of a tiny creature. As she begins to worm her way through on the other side of the rock.
Did she stay on the walls or did she actually drop down to the floor?
Nope, she was still standing on the walls as she wormed her way around. And you see Predicates as she just comes into view. Barely. You just see this very, very tiny form of Scabatha. As she is trying to survey the room, trying to figure out what is going on. And that's about all that she could do. Skeleton. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. Begins to trudge his way around the banks there. You hear a massive splash coming from the other side of the tree.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Next up is the Red Cap's turn. Knowing nothing but violence, he is going to lash out at Tadara. Miss, and as he does so, go ahead and roll the damage for your.
He takes 16 psychic damage as black smoke begins to billow around him, and he inhales it and begins hacking up whatever.
And he collapses in a coughing fit as he gasps. You just see the blood shoot it. You just see his eyes begin to become bloodshot as he just gasps. Grasping the sickle out towards you, Sindara, and then collapses and dies. And that is it for the Red Cap's turn. Dolphin, so your turn.
Do. Go fly way over here. And then Dorman will probably join me over here. And there's no enemies that I can attack. Actually, you know what? Do I have the range for what I want to do? Probably not. I was going to hold my action, but I don't think I could properly do any spells that, yeah, it'd be way too far. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to end there.
Alright. Skyla, at this point, is back to being next to you, Sindara. Seems like she's gonna take up a defensive posture. Just to make sure nothing else pops up. And with that, we're back to the top of the turn order with Veska.
At this point, Veska's going to drop concentration on spike growth. She can't see that Skabatha has made her way around it, but at this point, she figures everybody's out. We're in a comfortable enough position. I can't get close enough to Sidara. I'm just gonna take the dash action.
Okay.
So, I will be all the way over here.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any more of these mushroom red caps sticking out of the ground?
There's a few more caps scattered about, but none that were as big as the ones that had turned into the red caps, as it were.
The strategy now is run.
All right, Star.
Are we just... Are we heading towards this wood line, or are we heading back to the front?
We are escaping. We are not trying to be here.
But yeah, the fastest escape is probably this way.
Where can I go? So dash. Sindara's going to dash You said we all heard the loud splash?
Yeah, I'll say you guys all did hear it.
Caravan is probably going to move this way to here. And hold an action if something comes out the water.
Alright. Rudy.
He wants to get the hell out of here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, and then bonus action does 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, like hold action, smite anybody who could, or you say smite. Blast anybody who comes anywhere near me. That's it.
Alright. Predicats.
I'm going to further traumatize a child because I'm going to have to occupy their same space. So, give me a second here. I need to re-fully measure here. Yeah, Predicats is literally going to get still right in their face, trying to, like, motion them to move, but he's going to move there. And he is going to ready an action to use one of his invocations the second he sees Skabatha. It is Skabatha, right?
Yep, Skabatha Nightshade.
Yeah, the second he sees Skabatha... Actually, no. Once Skabatha makes it to at least the doorway or outside of the doorway, he's holding an action to use one of his invocations. So I'll move them there, he's under that, and they are to move. He's basically, like, still snarling, being like, no, the fog cloud doesn't move. It stays in a single place when it's cast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm leech stratting this. So yeah, he's literally between two kids, almost barely not frothing at the mouth, but still clutching a magic item in his teeth and a pipe under his jaw, and just being like, "Rah, go!" And again, if Skabatha makes it outside the doorway, or at least stops their turn within the doorway, he will use an invocation ability.
Alright.
That's it.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just grabbing them so I can actually give you your aura properly then. 1 second. Come on. That's right. Oh, here we are. Radius.
He doesn't have any race going on. Like, he drops a fog cloud wherever he does, it stays there. And he doesn't have anything else going on. He's just holding an action.
Alright. Next up are the children. 5,
Run.
10. Oh yeah, they're running. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
And then move one from where I'm sitting. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, Sola.
Alright. I'm just gonna dash. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all I can do right now.
Alright. Hi, wait from me! That's, the dwarf is gonna be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. As he's going to be dashing. Let's see. Next up is Gabitha's turn. All right. Let me grab that. This set of frustration. And she's going to... Oh god, what's she going to do? Gabitha, what are you going to do in this situation? Critic, as you see, as she wanders about, admittedly a little bit clumsily, as she kind of skirts her way around the door.
Okay, so
But
she
she
makes it
ends
out.
her
But
movement.
she makes it out. The second,
Yes.
she now needs to make a wisdom save because I'm using my invocation, Wanderers in the Mist. I can teleport up to my charisma modifier creatures in the mist to anywhere within the mist if I can see them within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
So he's literally going to put her behind the mouth of that oven if she fails her wisdom save, which is 17.
She failed.
Ah.
So she's right back in there, and she's bumping against that fucking oven. Actually, no, one square up. I'm being that petty.
Oh, I can picture her hit it and then topple over it.
I was waiting for you to put her in the oven.
I can't. It has to be somewhere I can see, and I can vaguely see that spot. That's why I chose that area.
Darn.
But yeah, this is basically my surprise attack option. I'm just using it laterally because fuck hacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's my held action, so if she can do anything else, that's up to her.
Alright, well, that was basically with all of her movement is... Yo, you teleport her after that. Next up is the scout's head.
I will say, there is a carnal growl that also bleeds into a laugh as that happens. Like, our boy has gone feral, but he still can at least appreciate fucking with someone.
Alright. Next up is Dump.
Well, things seem to be handled, so we're just gonna fly on over to here. I suppose I could dash to get even farther, but we'll have Dorman dash to get closer. But I think I'm just trying to hang back to make sure that everyone is okay. Predicates is still very close to where she is. I'm gonna stay roughly around so I can maybe give some covering fire. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Next up is Skyla. She's going to... Where'd she go, Star? I guess she's going to... keep up the pace with you, because... I guess she's concerned about making sure you're safe. And with that, back to the top of the turn order with Veska.
I am going to get right in this tree line here and kind of act as like, she's basically just kind of like the traffic, like the airline traffic controller, which is just like, yep, that's right, come on, this way, this way. Basically just kind of like giving the kids a path to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm gonna hold my action. If what's her name somehow manages to make her way out of the fog, she's gonna get guiding bolted.
Okay.
And then
Right.
she's just gonna shout at Predicates, "You're doing a great job, keep it up, we're almost out." And that's turn.
Alright. Sadara.
Their frenzy rate is no longer going. I'm a little bit tired. And she is going to grab the dwarves. Grab him, and then she's just going to dash.
Okay, bearing in mind that this is a armored dwarf, it's gonna be half your movement basically to drag him along with you.
She's strong enough. She has +4. I have my movement 20 if I'm dashing, so 40. And I can get to the other side of Veska.
Oh, for the wait, what are you doing? Ah! As you
Come
begin
on.
to close this doorway.
Come on, short round. And that's my turn.
All right, Rudy.
This. No simplicity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I guess 6 right there. He's just getting the hell away from here, so I'm not gonna use the bonus dice. I'm just gonna be right there. That's it.
All right. Predicates.
Predicate's using the dash action and then fully like loping like a wolf. Still on all fours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's still just turned back towards the door, just in full defensive mode. That's it for him.
All right. Next up are the kids. And Chucklehead. They're going to effectively get pulled off the mat as they dash. Solo.
We dash, and can we make it? Almost. Edit.
Alright. Next up is Elkhorn as he's gonna look back and just like, oh, thank you, lassie, but I think I can hoof it from here. Come on, lad! Keep running! As he's going to look back towards you, Predicats. Next up is Scabatha. As... I'm just gonna go ahead and hide this for now.
I mean, actually, Praedycots can see anything that's in there, so you have to only hide to a certain degree.
Alright, well... You
Again.
see as she... Yeah, my apologies, I should feel that.
No, you're totally fine. That's what happens when you work with homebrew.
Mhm.
Yep. So you barely make out her form as she... begins to look down. As she stumbles around. Ah, they took the blasted dwarf too! Ah! I didn't care for him anyway. As she's going to... You see her go out of sight as she exits from towards her left as she makes her way up towards the north. And with that, now I will hide.
Oh yeah, no, totally fine.
Good stuff there.
Well, not our problem anymore.
Alright. Next up. Other stuff is happening. Dump.
Right. Everyone is now away from the tree. I think Dump is gonna just dash with the broom and go 100 feet off the map. So let's see, that's 35 feet to get to the edge, and then just zoom off the rest of it.
Also, I think you forgot to move one of the children.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Let me fix that.
The worst part is that's the one that's most traumatized by him.
Yeah. Right, and Dorman will also fly off. He moves 35, and then his full dash is 80 feet, so the rest of the way after that.
Alright.
Excuse me. I suppose I could... No, I already used my action and dash. Never mind. I'm done.
Let's see. Deciding how I want. As everybody begins to flee from the scene, I'm gonna go ahead and call initiative from here, but as you guys begin to dash out, I need you guys to make con saves.
Oh,
Oh, no.
boy.
Oh fuck. That's never good.
15?
All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, natural 20. Bob's having none of this hags bullshit.
Drago, I love to the fact that Bill were like, oh fuck, and they're like, oh, we got good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just ability checks. Never mind. Okay, cool. Oh, oh.
Ooh.
Alright.
I got a 7.
Let's. Which one? Okay. Oh well, we'll just call that for now. As yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and bring you guys back to thither.
I have never been happier to see an overworld map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and as you guys, with the 4 children and the dwarf in tow, as you manage to flee into the forest and thither beyond Loomlurch, this is actually a good place for us to take a quick break.
All right. Whew.
Throw the break screen. Oh boy. I am so glad that plan worked.
Yeah, that went really well for us, honestly.
Surprisingly, yeah.
There was like the back of my mind thinking, should we still try to go after Scapitha? No, let's run.
The
Because
sheer
there's-
amount of how much I want to go back for that pig.
Honestly, I agree with you.
Honestly,
above
I was thinking
game-
about
Above game, I would love to. In game, my boy is degrading into a wolf. He is
I was-
so scared.
So
I
we'll
was-
wait. We'll wait for him to
I
calm
was-
down. We'll get a nice nap, and then we can go back.
I was debating on just beelining towards the stable or where the pig was and grabbing the pig and getting the fuck out.
That was going to be a long run for you. I did see you measuring that. That was not going to happen.
That was 7 turns for me just to get there.
Also, all of you are like, great, more food for my pet that I can't pick up and carry because we are fleeing.
No, I picked up 4 of them, except for the last one.
That'll be
I'm
great for
sorry,
these
wait.
children we've traumatized. Oh, hey, watch this thing eat a living thing that was scary to you.
Listen, there's no need to be afraid. We have something far scarier on our side. And it's all good. And look how cuddly she is. As she's coated in the blood of our enemies.
I mean, that's like 3 of us.
Yeah.
Did you say that in character? Because I would have a response for that if you did.
No, that was above game.
Okay. Because like when I was in character, one would just be like, okay, the more I hang out with you, the more scared I get that I'm hanging out with you.
By the way, Delina, your mic's gone back to garbage.
Yeah.
I was far away from it. How's this?
No, it is still full in a tin cup.
What?
Mm.
Heck.
The funny thing is that the special red sucker and the black sucker is meant for people on her mother's side of the family.
Also, they're filled with blood. Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go refill my water bottle.
Yeah, I'll take my break here in a second. I'm preemptively doing some things because I think I know some things might happen. So, since I don't want people seeing my sheet, I will do them now.
All right, real quick, Vaughn, how's this sound?
That
That
sounds.
is-
Yeah,
That's
it's
it,
way
yeah.
better. You're still a bit echoey, but again, this is someone has to sit with you in a call and figure it out. You'll be fine for the rest of the stream.
I'm just what it might have been is like my mic was at max for some reason. I didn't even realize that. How's this?
You know, you sound fine enough now.
All right.
Kitty, you gotta get off my lap. I gotta get up and get some situation.
Oh, Milla, I love you and I hate you. Why did you add 2020? Why did you add, like, current D&D, like, stuff to the compendium? That makes it so much worse.
I'm sorry.
It literally
You're-
now gives a warning if you put something in from before 2024. Because, again, they're not compatible. They lied to everyone.
Ah.
No, they didn't lie to everybody. They were telling the truth at that particular moment, and then decided, yeah, we're not gonna tell the truth. They rules lawyered the rules lawyer.
I had no idea that was even a thing, Vaughn. I'm sorry.
No, you are totally fine. Again, it's something to just let you know, just like, don't buy new books. If anything, buy them in real life and use them. Don't do them for like online tabletop. But you're good. I'm just, again, something I mentioned to you above game. I think I know what will happen in a bit. I am just preemptively doing that because I can't show that on stream.
Yep. Understandable.
But I was so proud of that. I'd be like, I got to zone a hag into a pizza oven. I actually had to text one of my friends about that.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you? Okay, I'm good. So that's done. I will be back in just a moment. I need to do my own bio break, but we're all set. And also, I'm surprised. I managed to somehow go that entire encounter without taking a single hit. Oh. I'm just gonna sit with some heart palpitations for a minute.
Yeah, I got hit by friendly fire. It's bad with Cinderella's gonna have worse with predicate afterwards.
So Hoshi, you like my idea of playing the shotgun roulette game?
Yes, I've been seeing videos of that, and I really didn't want to play that with people.
I'm not kidding. Like the video that I shared of Ray, Matt, Chibi, and Naz playing, I'm like, this is exactly the energy that I feel that the four of us in this group, either this group or any other one, would have. Where it's like we know each other enough to where we could probably have in jokes and shit like that within like 10 minutes.
There was another one that I saw kind of like it. It was what was it? Liar's Bar. That
Yeah.
one will probably work too.
I'm like, I wish it was there's a free version of this one, but I'll take what I can get.
Did you say it was $3?
It's $3. Which here's the sad thing. I've been in such lack of funds right now. I'm like, that actually might be the only game I can afford right now or for anything.
I have returned with butter cookies.
I'm also back, and I think everyone is back if we want to do a quick sound off.
Yeah.
I'm back. Left. I had my water. Got my fix.
I think we're still waiting on Caitlin.
I gotta get. I have a sound or a sound mixer that my local church was gonna throw out, and they were like, hey, you want it to a friend of mine, and he gave it to me because he knows I'm going to sound engineer, all that. I'm like, yeah, let's see what works, and I plugged it into my headphones and I was just doing like a mic check, and I could hear just a constant buzzing. I'm like, okay, so it's basically making it sound like I have tetanus. Tinnitus. I'm like, let me see if I can fix that. It might be a cap or something.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a work in progress at least for you.
Like, I'm excited though because between this and the drum set that I just bought, it's gonna make doing things for school a lot easier because I can actually practice stuff at home.
It looks like Liar's Bar is like $6.99.
There's one thing I will always say about Roll20, the ability to actually edit spells in various different ways. Oh, I'm so glad that is so easy. I just wish they had better control over spells, as someone who's had to program way too many Strixhaven spells.
Mhm.
The worst part, there's just second level spells, but there's second level spells for nearly every class. Got that all sorted. But I'm looking forward. I get to... Oh, hey, Caitlin. Well, with everyone here, I think we're ready to hop back in.
All right. See if I can find some appropriate music for your lot as well.
While you're doing that, we did make a designated meeting spot with Will and the others, right?
I think it was back at their tree.
Treehouse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we were just going to go back to the tree. I didn't remember if it was out in the forest somewhere and then we go back to the tree, or if we were just going back to Oak.
You are giving
Oh,
us way too
whoa.
much credit in the terms of planning.
Fair.
I didn't think we even got that far.
Let's. This. Sure, let's go with that. As you dash and make your break into the forest, losing sight of Scabatha and everybody at Loomlurch. You run for a while, and then as you feel like you're able to catch your breath for a moment, all the kids just kind of stand hunched over with their hands on their knees. And the dwarf just kind of saunters over, and with a loud clang, he just kind of collapses onto the floor of the forest. Oh, that's the most sort of I've done in a long time! Gonna make a con save for him. He gags for a little bit, but at least he doesn't manage to quite throw up yet.
Was the con save for exhaustion from running?
Yes.
Well, that makes sense. I got in at 20 then, because I'm on a broom.
Yeah. Vesca, you get a level of exhaustion. Everyone else is fine.
Oh, boy.
I have one.
I still have the other level of exhaustion from the fucking nightmares.
Oh, no.
So I have 2 now.
Does that, you said everyone gets one, or anyone who just didn't pass?
Only
If
Chaka
everybody
got
that rolled above a 12, so yeah. Vesca was the only one that failed.
Draco, me and you were fine.
Oh, yeah. Again, I was on a broom, so, like, there wasn't really a way for me to get exhausted.
And I'm a road runner. I mean, running's my entire thing, basically. So
Veska would look at you, Dump, and she's very clearly like the running certainly took a lot out of her, but you could tell she was already exhausted to begin with before that. When we have a moment to rest, I would really love some of your tea.
Same.
And I'd be happy to give it, of course. Guess we'll be heading to Little Oak then to rest up.
As Sadara slows her pace next to Predicats. And then punches him.
Predicats is pacing on all fours in a line, looking back towards where we were being chased. He is not in a normal frame of mind.
He's still gonna punch you. Just because you hit her with the spell.
Alright, roll the hit.
Unarmed would be strength.
You actually miss. At which point he will then lash out at you, and I am sorry because at this point he drops the rod in his mouth and he is going to bite at you. That's an 18.
Yep.
Sorry, he's feral at this point. Oh, that is... I am so sorry.
Got
All right, that's it.
I got
Every-
10 HP.
Everyone, let's just calm the fuck down. Where
He's
is it?
the one that hit me with the spell.
Tranquilitas motus. A pink smoke comes from Domp's teapot as he casts calm emotions on the two of you. That was not a request to calm down. You will be calm. Charisma saving throws from both Predicats and Sindara.
That's a 10.
12.
You both fail. You are now indifferent to each other. Obviously, you still have thoughts and feelings about the events that happened, but you don't feel as strongly about what happened now. A nice wave of calm has washed over you.
I'd say Predicat's
Alright.
Predicat still had his hand in his mouth, or her hand in his mouth, but slowly takes it off and backs up, kind of like I'm gonna say a dog, and kind of centers itself. And then after how long is the spell run?
Let's see. It's concentration up to a minute.
I would say at 59, do you see him start acting like a person again?
And then, as he backs off of her hand, she slowly puts down her other hand.
Alright. Understand both of you are upset? Understandably so. Very harrowing experience we just been through. But let's talk things out so we're not tearing at each other's throats,
Yeah, that's a... Yeah.
I
You
would
know,
very
I
much
didn't actually think
appreciate that as well. I'm a little tapped out at the moment, and I don't want to have to keep healing people.
Oh no, I actually didn't think that went too badly.
I agree that went rather well, all things considered. But Predicats is clearly in a feral state that he needs to calm down from. And Zindar is angry about being caught in one of Predicat's spells, understandably so. We just need to talk things out. Like calm people.
I could have took the red caps by myself. But then he made the ground go boom.
Alright. Predicats, do you have a response to that?
You'll have seen as, again, near the 39, the 59 hour mark, he started to come back to himself, and he's just scooted up next to a tree and is now actually puffing on his pipe. Too many enemies to fight at one. They can take it. At which point, that's all he says.
All right, Sindara. It's clear that Predicats trusted you to be able to get through that attack. Because he trusted you, he's going to look at Predicats to basically say, do not contradict what I am saying, even if you don't technically agree with the words.
Too busy puffing on his pipe.
Good. Yes, because he trusts you and your strength and resolve and resilience. In the future, however, maybe a heads up would be a good idea.
Time was of the essence. If we wanted everyone to live, that was what was going to happen.
That's fair. I'm just saying a heads up while casting might be in the future.
Yeah, since I was already there before you thought about casting it.
What he's trying to say is, if you are going to involve one of us in your magic, please tell us. It's not that hard of an effort, even a simple "Hey, be careful," or "Hey, I'm doing this."
Exactly.
He won't say anything negative to make this worse.
That's because clearly giving the "I'm too tired for this shit." Just agree with us. Look.
I'll try.
Good.
That's all we can ask for.
Now someone take care of the children. They're going to slow us down otherwise.
I believe
Maybe
a
I could help
rendezvous
with
point
that.
has already been set.
The dwarf chimes up and it says, "Well, maybe I could take care of them at least for now.
Right,
I
who are
suppose
you?
to help save me. Introductions are in order. My name is Elkhorn. I used to belong to an adventuring band. My companions were Strongheart the Paladin, Mercion the Cleric, Mulliver the Rogue, and Rigorun the Wizard. Our group is known as Valor's Call.
Well, we're the Witchlight Brigade. We've been trying to take out hags. Hasn't been quite successful, but we're getting bits of us back that were stolen from us, and that's been going pretty well, I think.
Well, at least I can respect you for, making your way out of this adventure as yourselves. Tell you this doesn't get any easier the older you get, as he just kind of saunters up a little bit. But I'm not done yet. If anything.
Where's the rest of your group?
Well, that's the funny thing. The last time I remembered of him, we were chasing down a group known as the League of Malevolence. It's a coalition of villains containing Kellic the Sorcerer, Warduke, the Helm Swordsman, Skylar the Warlock, a priest of Orcus named Zargash, and Zarek the Assassin. We caught up with them in the Palace of Heart's Desire, home of the Archfey Ziblina. We fought a mighty battle, but I remember thought I was knocked out, and I remember I woke up here in Loomlurch.
I'm pretty sure we killed your assassin.
And Darius slowly looks towards Guy like, "You're a warlock?"
Skylar twists her head. Was he a half orc? Or the curly, goofy, or the owl?
Did he? Because I can't pull up the art right now.
See.
I know we killed an assassin.
Yeah, I think he was a half orc. I pulled up the art myself. He's
think
kind
he
of
was too.
smart, but
Yeah,
I think he's a half orc.
Zarok, yeah, he was that half orc that you killed at the lake where the unicorn was.
You said his what was the half orc's name again?
Zarak.
Oh yeah, we killed that guy.
Oh. Well, that at least saves me a little bit of trouble. Where'd you get him?
We were over by the lake with the unicorn. Was trying to kill a unicorn and we killed him.
Well done. Well. Willing to bet if there's any mystery as what happened to the rest of my group. Probably at the pass of heart's desire, but perhaps at some point I'll be able to catch up, but like you said, these kids need to be taken care of. I suppose I can help them out with that. But
I think we'd appreciate that.
The more the merrier.
It's a long way back to where we need to meet their party.
Then we'll have to figure out our next steps.
I already know.
roll a perception check, everybody.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay, let's go. +1. Hey,
That's a
15, not
negative.
bad.
That's that
Can
one.
we win?
15.
9.
Okay.
I think it's a 12 with disadvantage.
Alright, everyone except Predicates. You all hear a rustling in a bush off towards the west. You look, and you see the forms of 3 of the runaway gang as they make their way out of the woods, including oh crap.
Will of the Wild?
You do see Star, but you also see Bobby, Sloan, and Zenner. The other 3 kids that were running away. Well, at least you got some of the kids out.
Some.
Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, effort to make out of him. I think there was one of them that was sick, but I think there was one of them that wasn't really that trustworthy. I'm not sure if we could at least get the sick one out, but
Well, we at least got a majority for the time being.
Solo sweats. I think we should go back.
I mean, there's still more for us to do there. There's a pig to get if we really wanted to do that. Another child. Scabitha's still there, but so is Bevlorna, potentially. So if we are going to do anything over there, it needs to be cloak and dagger.
They won't let us in, but we at least have a weakness if we go back to hither. The eye. Did any of you see the portraits on the walls in the room before we got to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Her portrait had her venerating that eye. It's a source of power.
And we just gave it back to her.
Did we? I thought we were actually charged with going back and trying to find it.
No, so we gave her the eye in exchange for Lieutenant Steve, my toy. And I think she gave us, like, a quest to find something. I have to look through my notes.
it was the unicorn horn.
That's right.
Oh, well then.
It's
As well as a
Apparently
little
that
bit
was
of
law.
sabotage for her sister Endolin.
Hmm.
Those were a couple of the quests that she had given you guys.
That's right. Endolin does plays, and she wanted us to mess around with her play and also find the missing unicorn horn that Bevlorna supposedly lost.
Head thumps against the tree he was leaning against. Great. We had such a good trade for that die.
I agree.
Too tired to be petty.
Duff knows that was dripping with sarcasm. He just doesn't care.
Bobby just kind of chimes in. Did you see Will?
No, we never saw him while we were dealing with all the things downstairs.
Well, after we set off the scarecrows, then we saw him climbing up on one of the upper parts of the tree and make his way inside, but we didn't see him afterwards. We were being chased by the scarecrows, so we had to run away.
So Will might still be in there.
Sweats even harder.
Well, we're not going to be able to do anything if we don't get a good rest, but would we even have time? It's probably not going to be easy, but hypothetically speaking, if Scabatha managed to capture Will, what exactly would she prioritize first, do you think?
Do you think she'd set up more protections?
I mean, we did a number on what she had. She's probably going to need to spend time repairing the soldiers. We've taken some of her workforce already, so it's going to be her and her alone, maybe.
Don't forget the goblins.
That's true, I forgot about the goblins there too, so they're probably going to be on deck.
And her sister.
Potentially.
Will Bavlorna really help with her personal defenses, though? Doesn't
Will she
seem
even
her
be there?
wheelhouse.
Not our
would-
defenses, but if we encounter them, they will join together and they will kill us.
But the entire time we were there, Scabatha encountered us on her own. We don't know exactly where Bavlorna is in there. So maybe she's just leaving her sister to her own devices here, and would only join if it became necessary.
But now we have wronged 2 hags, and we are very identical group.
That's also true.
For now, we need to rest. And he just looks at them and be like, what's our reward? We did our part. As he gestures to the children they saved.
Well, you did help with some of the other children, as Bobby just kind of looks out at the lot of you. Well, do we at least get Star back?
Alright. We can get Star back to their father. Figure out how we'll do that.
Above game, I was gonna say, like, Rhodey has comprehend languages, but it's only for herself. I was gonna be like, I could make us look like someone else, but I read the spell. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that, sadly.
I mean, I have magic face paint that could also disguise myself, but I think it's only using on me.
You'll just watch as Predicat's like moves a hand across his face and he suddenly looks like Domph.
Oh. Alright, so we have some ways to disguise ourselves.
I
I
can't
also
do
have
it.
this cupcake. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
But I say, you just hear Predicat's voice out of Domph's mouth. I could only do that once a day. I'm not doing it again. And as he just drops disguise self.
Well, again, this is all for when if we are going to do some kind of rescue mission over there for plans and or to try and confront Scabatha on her own. I also have a cupcake of invisibility that any one of us could use. You just have to eat it and go invisible.
Sandara looks at the gates. Do you guys have a disguise kit?
A what?
A disguise kit.
I mean, I do. I completely forgot I had that.
I know how to use it really well because my dad.
So it had to be be just the four of us then, unless Vesca and Sola, you guys have a way to make yourselves look like you're different people.
I do. I just have to rest and get things set up, but I can do that.
Above game, I don't think I have any form of disguise. Outside of being able to just randomly turn into an animal.
I mean, just
I
being
mean,
a
that is
spider.
a kind of disguise.
Yeah, I was about to say, just being a spider on someone's lapel is pretty useful.
She would just say, I can turn into an animal, a small animal, but that's about the extent of my abilities.
Become
So
an
we
ant.
definitely.
Become an ant and
We
hide
de-
behind someone's ear.
So we definitely do have options here. But all of
I
this
know.
hinges on us getting some rest.
Yep.
Agreed. We gonna set up watches?
I think we should maybe get a little further away from Loomlurch before we properly rest.
My question still stands.
Yes, we should probably do watches too if we're going to be sleeping out in the wilds.
So pick 3.
Let's see. My perception is not great. I've got a +1. But if no one else wants to, I could take one of the watches.
I have a +7, and I can take an entire 4 hours since I only need 4 with trance. I can take the entire back half of the watch.
I have 0 and Praedykots is physically, emotionally, and every other way drained. He is going to starfish and just snore.
Invalid.
I can probably pull the first one. I got +3.
I'll take the morning, the last shift. Like, Rhodey has a +4 to perception and 14 passive wisdom.
All right. Sounds good to me. I'm going to make like Dorman and pass out. And he'll also flop on the ground.
Did you do the tea thing?
Right. He'll prep the tea first, immediately coming up from his flat position on the ground and begin properly brewing the tea and passing it out to anyone who wants a nice cup of tea, even if they don't have exhaustion.
Yep, I will definitely be taking it.
Yes.
Elkhorn will definitely take you up on that offer.
And it takes up just 1 level, right? Per sip per cup.
Yes. But I can do it whenever we take a short or a long rest, so if we take a short rest at some point tomorrow, I can get rid of that last level of exhaustion for you.
Well, let's.
I still have nightmare counters, so do I need to make that wisdom save?
Yep.
Hopefully this ends it for me too. Probably not.
Yeah, 11 just fails predicate.
Wait a second. I haven't used
13.
my blessing.
Oh, you haven't? That's right.
So give me a second here. I don't have it on my sheet, so just 1 second here.
It's D4, so yeah, that will be enough to pass.
Thank you. I can take it off
Same
my
with you,
fucking
Jessica.
sheet.
Hooray! You are no longer haunted in your nightmares again.
And I have 2 more left.
Alright. Well, since you guys have, for the sake of brevity on this, you guys, your watches pass uneventfully. And more importantly, you all level up.
Yes.
Oh.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Let's just all quickly roll hit dice to save us time, unless you're taking the median.
Yeah.
Oh!
Actually.
Oh, that's so good!
+5.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm taking
One
the
off
average.
back.
I
Well
think I
done.
got the average roll.
Solo with max HP. Nice.
God damn.
Me who didn't take any damage last time. I'm fine. I had a good night's sleep, and I'm just all rested.
Well, no, you're leveling up, so you need to roll a hit die or take the
Oh.
median.
I not pay attention for 5 seconds.
I had a feeling we'd be leveling up, so I opened the PDF for my witch class specifically for this.
Same. I literally had to scroll back through 2 months of messages with Milla to go back to my subclass notes that I sent him before we played.
Yeah.
Let's see, I get another 3rd level or lower, and I get a craft feature. Let's see,
Yes.
what is my next feature?
This kicks into my cross class.
I'm happy I got a 1st level spell, a 3rd level spell, and then just for leveling, another 3rd level spell. And it's a spell I've never taken, and I am so glad because it fits him.
Oh, hell yeah. At 6th level, I get Guidance, Message, and Prestidigitation. So now I can cast Guidance on people.
I did both stealth and actually fighting, so Hoshi, heads or tails?
Hits.
Okay. I'm gonna go with rogue.
Well, this is my first level into monk.
Interesting. Alright. Well, guys, I hate to be that guy, but I'm starting to get a real bad headache for tonight, and this actually seems like a real good place to call the session for today. if you
That
guys are
does
okay with it.
work.
Yeah,
That
works
is
perfect.
fair, yeah.
All right. Since I know we have certain people who need to go, Caitlin, then Milla, do your shills.
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. Caitlin C37. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Caitlin C37. I do commissions and they're open, so if you want to just see all that, there. Onward.
Also, I was about to say, also your Etsy.
Oh yes, I do. I have an Etsy. If people like Hasbin Hotel, I got stuff on there.
All right, Milla, you're next.
Hello, I am the Internet's Milla Ninja. You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitch at Milla Ninja, where I will promptly begin to return to stream, especially as fall stuff begins to wipe down. I also play opposite this campaign at twitch.tv/Jake for Trials of Eidos, Eidosian Anthologies, Legacy of the Deal Breakers, where the party is deep within the politics of what's been going on at Trader's Landing, and with shadows of figures who are looking for things that the party has. How will they navigate the intrigue that's going on in the background? Tune in next week to find out. Draco, you're next. Go.
Hey everyone, I'm Draco Magnus. You can find me on Twitter, even though I'm not trying to get off that, but Blue Sky, YouTube, all those places is Draco Magnus. Sometimes there's an underscore involved. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. Monday's Persona 5 Royal, where we've gone on vacation to Hawaii. Tuesdays, when we're not over here, we play party games over on my channel. All sorts of fun stuff. Wednesdays, you can catch me and Hoshi and Chaco and a whole bunch of other people as they go through Barovian Odyssey, a Curse of Strahd campaign. Our heroes have made it to Arkenvost, and they have decided to take the job of helping some undead revenants with their long-lost, unfinished business. How will that go? You'll have to tune in to find out. Thursdays, Baldur's Gate with Chaco and Hoshi. Friday, I play Breath of the Wild with Yelling at Me. And Saturdays is Fear and Hunger, who has not gone yet.
Luna hasn't.
Deluna!
Hello, my name is Doodle13. You can find me on Blue Sky, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at Doodle13. You can find me anywhere else you'd care to find me other than Twitter on the same site. And tomorrow you'll find me on Draco's channel for the D&D game he just mentioned. Note for anybody who didn't watch today's Power to Cyber Strike, we ended up our latest arc today, and our good friend and DM Twitch person is taking a 2 to 3 week hiatus to regroup his thoughts after the entirety of the long ass arc we just did. So no sessions for the next 2 weeks at least. But aside from, I'm sure you'll find me on Draco's channel a lot. We need, honestly, Draco, I think we need to start doing another long play thing. Those are fun to do.
I agree.
I have a couple ideas, but I'll tell you off stream. The internet situation for me, unfortunately, I don't like. I'm gonna try a couple practice like solo streams later, but I doubt my internet will be able to be like catching up with that. So we'll see.
Hoshi or Chaco?
Hello, I am Chalk Zombie 101. You can find me on the social medias as Chalk Zombie 101. I stream on Twitch. Currently, we're doing the Astrobot Platinum Trophy playthrough, and I can be doing other things. Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, I'm here. Tuesdays, I'm over on twitch.tv/TwitchPerson for Power Rangers. Wednesdays, I'm on Draco's channel for Curse of Strahd. Thursdays, I stream Baldur's Gate with Draco and Hoshi.
Hello, I'm Roy Hoshi. You can find me on all the social medias that's out there, probably. You can find me also on my channel on our off days on Tuesdays as I'm going through Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, trying to see how fast I can redo the game because after transferring to my actual desktop, it wiped my save data that I did have.
Oh no.
So I'm just basically starting from the very beginning, and I'm kind of upset I lost my level 200 character. Yay.
Oof.
But you can also find me on Draco Mania's channel on Wednesday for Christian Strahd, and also on Thursday playing Baldur's Gate with Draco and Chaco on our own channels. And that's it for me.
All right. Well, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. For the rest of the week, we have nothing but more but D&D. So on Saturday, we have Saved by the Spell, where we get to go into a necropolis that is also a black market. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. We're trying to find the person who's selling soul coins. But aside from that, then on Sunday, we have the second ever one-shot ever on this channel. We know nothing about it. We are actually sitting down with the DM tomorrow to roll our characters and figure out what we're going to do. But it's going to be fun. At least 2 of the subclasses I've made are being used. So prepare for chaos. That said, we're going to raid one of the people in that one-shot, one Skeleton Alpha. So give me a second here to just do that. Boop. What should our raid message be?
That's a good question, Mega Man.
Hmm.
Also, I have to look down. El Robot, do you have a quote for us?
No, Robot seems to have been like busy all stream, sadly. No quote for the
Aw.
stream. I think I have a good raid message, which is, we needed to leave.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, that sounds big.
All right. Thank you all for coming out. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. We love you. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.